so. When it's hopefully when I die, there is a God. I don't know. As long as...
Oh!
As soon as you start singing, she leaves out of bed for you.
Hey, were you guys singing in here? I wanted to hear you guys singing.
Yeah, we were.
What were you singing?
Nothing.
Okay.
If you're not in the same vehicle, I'm going in jail.
Okay. As long as I can stay in the
That's my turn, is it?
Okay, everybody somebody out of the bathroom?
What's
My back still hurts when I'm talking.
2:13.
My back still hurts when I'm talking.
Preteens, John. We have preteens. Just wait till they get to be. Just wait till they get to be teenagers. Freya, you got your socks on too? I have a jacket.
Can I have more of that?
Good.
I think they have to say that at least about another 150 times.
Did you hear it?
Mimi. Bibi. Oh, I have one.
Those things can fly too. I wasn't sure that was the case with them. But I saw one in a low tree one day.
Maybe he jumped up.
Maybe, but then I went close enough, and we were on the Western Skies golf course. So
this was carved into the mountain even back in the days of the
stagecoaches, apparently. So that's why they haven't straightened out all the, they could have straightened it out a little better than this, but.
Cacti.
And my dad was the teacher, and he would decorate the classroom. And he used to make a great big huge star and hang it from the ceiling, and it would turn. And very slowly, all evening it would turn with a motor. And one year it wasn't balanced properly. And so he had to put a weight on it. And while it was turning, that weight fell off and hit a guy on the head. And that guy didn't come to another Christmas concert for many years. Yes.
And what flashed into my mind was that on Christmas Day at Grandma and Grandpa's house, it was so busy because there were, 12... No. And there were 12 adults and I don't know how many kids, probably about 6 or 8 kids. So anyway, there was lots of people there. So Helen and I used to go into the furnace room. We used to take that big carriage that Grandma had and go into the furnace room, into the dust balls and, all the cardboard boxes and, but it was quiet there. And that's where we would play.
we went to Winkler, and Colin wasn't born yet. So me and JJ and Freya were sleeping in the den. We were just sleeping in sleeping bags, but Freya somehow had drank coffee or something, and she was awake, and she was drawing. Freya, shut up! And she's like, but, I am hungry. I will go have my supper now.
And she walked downstairs looking for supper.
No, she didn't. She just like walked. She walked over to the desk and pretended she was making a sandwich, and then.
Changed the whole mood. We sat there and listened to Christmas carols and were pleased as punch. I have to, though, tell a story, you know, that includes the family here, and that is, of course, waiting for Deb to get off work one night, and I go out in the backyard and into the lane and look out westward and could see the weather coming, and the weather's coming, and waiting, and finally Deb gets home, and off we go in the car, trying to beat the impending blizzard.
Oh, I remember.
Just get on the road out to Winkler there, and the blizzard is on us. And driving out, got past Carmen, thinking, you know, we're in the clear now, and then stopping for some guy who crashed into the ditch. And the brakes on our car had locked up, and the car wouldn't start, and that was the night that we lost the car. We were lucky enough to get riding into Winkler by somebody else who came across this sad scene from the other direction. Yeah, and said, well, no, this is as far as we're going to go. And so they drove us back to Winkler. We couldn't get our car for another 2 days.
Well, we went back out, remember?
Sure, we went back out
to look for it, and it was gone.
Yeah. It was gone. It zoomed into the Manitoba space. Found that car warm in a garage in Carmen. You know, somebody towed it nicely off the road and kindly put it away.
Story from me about Christmas, and I thought this year we're at a place where there's absolutely no snow. How often in the past did we have Christmases where there was no snow?
Florida.
And there was Florida. You remember
Right.
that one? Some of you can talk.
No, we left on the 26th,
Well,
though.
actually, yeah, that
I
wasn't really Christmas. They're only really over the Christmas.
We were there.
Which one was
Christmas
that?
Eve.
One year we were there.
One year we were in Florida.
With all
But
the-
another
with all
year we
the-
were in Jamaica.
Yeah.
And there was one more year that I can remember when we were in Manitoba.
In Colombia.
Columbia, yeah.
Oh, in Colombia
And
too.
Mexico.
Okay.
And one other year you remember.
Okay, but anyway, the one I zeroed in
Oh,
on
where
was
there was no
Manitoba,
snow.
This is rare.
where
Come
there
on,
was
let's
no
hear
snow.
it.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
No
okay.
snow in Manitoba.
1954.
The year 1957.
Oh, it was 50.
And that year, we gathered at Grand Opa's place, and Opa had got himself a new car, and as a surprise for that Christmas, it was a 1957 Buick, a real sleek white and black Buick. And I was instrumental in supplying it and so on, and getting it ready and decorated and everything else. We brought it on the yard that Christmas day and surprised everybody. And then I remember we went for a drive all the way to Manitou and back. You were about 2.5 years old, and Debbie was about a half a year old at that time. And we went for a ride all the way to Manitou and back on that Christmas day, and there was no snow in the fields or ditches anywhere.